Well, street racing, always been a thing, probably always going to be a thing. But it's kind of scary when it happens in your own backyard. Kind of gets some attention when it happens on one of the biggest highways in one of the biggest towns in America. And then it gets even more attention when the guy driving happens to be a local football hero who just won the Super Bowl a couple months ago. My next guest is going to get us all updated on the fun, and I use that sarcastically. Jeremy Rosenthal from Rosenthal, Calabas, Therian Law, a law firm based here in DFW. So we have everyone's lawyered up now, because it's funny to watch this as a layman, you know, someone who doesn't do legal stuff for a living. So we all got the viral video over the weekend and on Monday. Tuesday, everyone gets lawyers. Yesterday, everyone starts making statements. So, Jeremy, where are we at with this?
I just read probably about 20 or 30 minutes ago that Rashee Rice, quote unquote, took responsibility for his actions to the Dallas police. Now, I don't know what that means, taking responsibility for your actions. Maybe his actions to him are have his name on the lease of a car. Then again, maybe it's committing 2 felonies. So I think we'll see what that plays out to. But it seems that he's cooperating, at least on the face of it.
Well, I'm looking at his post on Instagram from a little less than an hour ago. Yeah, and he says, today I met with Dallas PD investigators regarding Saturday's accident. I take full responsibility for my part in the matter, continue to cooperate with all necessary authorities. I sincerely apologize to everyone impacted Saturday's accident. Okay, a couple things there. It's incapable for him to take full responsibility for his part in the matter because he did not, at the beginning of the incident, cooperate with the necessary authorities. So this little public statement here, already just full of it.
Look, that statement's written by a lawyer, okay?
Of course.
And what we have here is kind of the power of the NFL. So he's racing, or maybe not racing. He is linked to both cars that are just driving like bats out of HE double hockey sticks. Right in that little canyon on Central Expressway, he cuts people off and then gets out, walks away. You got multiple felonies, but one thing that you have to do as a police officer or as a prosecutor is very simple. You got to put his hands on the wheels. If he's not driving that car, he's probably not really committed a crime, at least not one that you can prove. 100% of this case is putting his hands on the wheels. If he's my client, I'm telling him to shut up, shut up, shut up. But the NFL comes in. He's more scared of the Kansas City Chiefs in the NFL than he is of 2 felonies. That's why he's gone in and playing mea culpa.
Well, I'm not allowed to use my public platform to advocate that anyone breaks the law or leaves the scene of an accident. But the fact that he left the scene of an accident makes it almost impossible for them to put him in a driver's seat of either car. So legally speaking, that might have worked out in his favor?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, leaving the scene is the crime. But on the other side of it, I mean, it's the government's job to prove that you're guilty. This is why red light cameras, that's why those penalties, when they were enforced, were civil, because they don't know who's behind the wheel, right? Okay, we know the car's registered to you. We know you work here. We know. I mean, they can know 9 out of 10 things, but legally it's not enough to get your hands on the wheel. But what we can see here, too, is in the 21st century, other cars have dash cams, not police cars, just other cars. Teslas have dash cams on them. Other cars have dash cams. If you're on the North Dallas toll road, if you're driving right now, don't look up at any of the light poles, but there's cameras. They're looking at you. They can see these types of accidents. There's so many data points here that it's really hard to think that you're going to be able to walk away from a situation like that, especially when you're so recognizable. But still, everything I'd seen and heard was I don't know that they quite had his hands on the steering wheel.
Right. Well, for the people who didn't get like the updates from yesterday, he is connected. He's on the Corvette, the paperwork for the Corvette. He was leasing the Lamborghini. We know it came from the classic lifestyle. We know that car's worth about $250,000, Jeremy, and it rents for $1,750 a day. If you'd like to, do you need a Lamborghini SUV for a day or two?
If it's been in a wreck, I'm not paying $1,000. I'm not paying that much a day. I mean, I might pay close.
Yeah, give me the Rashee Rice discount on that one. I'll give you $28.
Sure. Right.
Okay,
right.
so what happens from here? Is there a chance that this guy won't ever get arrested or charged or have to turn himself in?
Boy, that would be awfully nice of Dallas County if that was the case. These are 2 felonies. And look, America has never been – what I tell clients is America has never been more divided, right? The Packers hate the Cowboys. The Jets hate the Sharks. The Republicans and the Democrats can't agree. But 100% of people hate the guy on the crotch rocket going 95 miles an hour on the freeway. 100% of people hate street racing. It has been a focal point of our legislature. A hit and run is bad stuff, and there are victims here. Dallas County might want to look the other way, but they're going to get angry calls from folks saying who are in those car accidents saying, I'm the victim here. You have to push this. Now, I think what I think we typically see is when the NFL kind of comes into this, they really lean on these folks to take responsibility they want out of the headlines, right? So they're going to lean on him to take responsibility. But that doesn't negate, because of what you were saying, it doesn't negate the fact that he left. It doesn't negate the fact that he, in all likelihood, was street racing. So he may get a better deal, but I can't see him avoiding 2 felonies out of this, especially if he's going to admit that his hands are on the wheel. But we don't know what he told the police, and that statement that he made was very calculated.
All right, I'll keep an eye on this. You help me out with that. Jeremy Rosenthal, you can find him at texasdefensefirm.com, texasdefensefirm.com. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.